Now we're with Jason Kileen here at Sexton Street CBS, the primary school and the secondary school that you told us just there that you went to, Jason. First of all, when you walked in the gates here this morning, what memories did it evoke and bring back to you?
Yeah, I think just familiar, being able to come in. It's probably 20 years ago now almost when I left primary school here, so just coming through the gates and seeing all the blocks and seeing everything is set up the same way is pretty cool,
You said one of the questions from one of the kids was about where did you first start playing basketball, and you mentioned that it was just the concrete out there. Basically, that's where you first picked up a basketball and threw a few shots.
Yeah, so it was Colin Barry was the basketball coach here in the primary school and the secondary school. So he had us all interested in playing back then. So 5th and 6th class in the primary school, we was just playing the yard every day at lunchtime. That's where I started.
About 6-8 weeks ago, I think it was, you won you captained Ireland to some silverware, the small European Small Nations tournament that was held in the National Basketball Arena. Must have been an extremely proud moment for yourself.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely capped off, international career. Like, I played my first game with the senior men's team in 2007. So it took us 14 years to get some silverware, but being able to win that was amazing.
And your decision to retire from that, was that on the cards regardless of silverware, or did you just decide afterwards, or how did that come about?
Yeah, I didn't really give it too much thought before. The focus was, after not having a season last year and back training with the national team, the focus was on just the tournament and trying to win. And the relief of holding up the trophy and winning, I think, was the right time to cap it off.
You're playing, as you said to me there a minute ago, in Dublin now with Templeow continuing there. The league starts tomorrow, Saturday, so what are you looking forward to for a season there?
Just looking forward to getting back out there with the guys, especially, like I said, our season last year was cancelled because of the pandemic, so just the last couple of weeks of pre-season and getting back up and down and, feeling that camaraderie again and getting ready to go out and compete.
Bringing it back to home, to Limerick, what do you think about the basketball scene in Limerick? I know you've played in Limerick in the past at adult level. You obviously, as we touched upon, developed yourself here to a certain degree. Where do you think basketball is at Limerick, or what's your knowledge of that?
I think it's in a great place. You look around, you have lots of really great coaches and lots of really great people that have good intentions and are trying to grow the game. So the whole thing is just get more involvement from the kids. The numbers are growing all the time, and hopefully the clubs that get involvement with more sponsorship and more companies getting involved, and I think that's the best way to grow it.
And from your own point of view, do you have interest in coaching? Are you trying to inspire the next generation? I know there was one kid here asking you to do a dunk. Are you going to just try and show off some skills there and just today? But in general, you want to try and pass your knowledge of the game on to the next generation.
Yeah, so I'd be very involved with coaching. I coach the men and women's teams in Griffith College right now. Since I came back to Ireland, there's never been a year where I haven't coached. I've coached national teams underage and national teams 3-on-3 abroad. So I've always been